screenplay with my longtime collaborator, Jim Taylor. This is our 5th feature film together. And he and his brother actually had the idea of what life would be like if you were only so tall you could have a large house for very little space. And he proposed it to me, and I didn't know what to do with it. And then a couple of years later, it occurred to me that it could be put in a very realistic and even somewhat political context. So I said, you know, who would really come up with this idea is Scandinavian seeking for a panacea for overpopulation. So that's how the story began to unfold. It was difficult, and it took a long time, because one thing is the concept, which is a rich concept, and then you have to think about, okay, well, how do we devise a story to embody this concept and hopefully live up to the potential of the concept, and that took a long time, just many years actually of sitting around and talking. Matt Damon had not been my first choice for the lead. Originally, I had Paul Giamatti in mind for the lead. Jim and I had just finished making Sideways, and we were still under the spell of Paul Giamatti. But things evolved, and time went by, and we eventually landed on Matt Damon for the lead, because he's the closest thing among American stars of that level who can convincingly play an everyman.
Well, Alexander didn't know he wanted me, so I auditioned and went through the traditional route. I auditioned with John Jackson, his longtime casting director, and Alexander saw my tape, and we met, and then I read for him again in person.
There are movies that are based on sensation, which is fair enough, because that's what they're supposed to do. And then there are movies that are based on inspiration and insight, and this is certainly, most certainly, an example for the latter.